let's get into it. We got some college football storylines, and there's only one story that everybody in the world is talking about right now. You know, it came out not too long ago, and you've been dealing with it. I'm going right to you to tell me what's going on. Jim Harbaugh suspended amid sign stealing investigation. What's up, man? What's going on with this?
Yeah, so this is essentially the exact same suspension he had to start the year. It's a 3-game suspension. He's allowed to coach during the week, just can't be at the facility on game day. I feel like it was kind of a cowardly move by the Big Ten to do it when they did, do it on the holiday as Michigan's on the flight. Now they knew Michigan threw all their cards on the table beforehand and said, whenever you punish us, we're ready. So they made sure to do it when they couldn't be ready. But it's my same thing as the okay. It's the same thing I said about the first suspension. It's essentially the slap on the wrist.
Yep.
It's the Big Ten trying to be like, we'll please everybody, we'll punish Michigan, but not punish Michigan heavily, and they're going to end up pleasing nobody in this. Now Michigan has filed a restraining order, like a temporary restraining order, however it's worded. And if the judge grants it, then Harbaugh will be allowed to coach again for 14 days. That is not happening before the game today. So Sharon Moore, the offensive coordinator, is leading the charge today. But my guess is first thing Monday morning, a judge approves it, and Harbaugh's coaching for Maryland and Ohio State. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff about Michigan leaving the Big Ten for the ACC, the SEC. I've seen something, or I saw something this morning that there's about 8 or 9 SEC schools that are sitting here watching the Michigan situation and going to try and push to make an offer. I don't know if that's true or not. So there's a lot to keep an eye on there. I think there's the potential it happens. Do I really expect it to happen? No. I think Michigan will still be a Big Ten team next year. Scott, they're going to be playing in a bowl game. If they still run the table here, they'll be in the CFP. They'll be in the Big Ten title game if they run the table here. The NCAA, if they're going to do something, it's going to affect next season, not this season.
Right.
It's still far from over. But yeah, I think at least for now we can kind of tie the bow on it, and I feel like really anything else is going to be after the season.
Yeah, and let's be honest, since it's coming from Big Ten, they're not going to jeopardize their chance to potentially have one, if not 2 teams in the Final Four. I mean, what that would do for the Big Ten is just paramount. But now, I personally, I would love for y'all to come to that ACC. Now, more so because I kind of want your little brother to come with you so that I can get a chance to play Michigan and Michigan State each year. Let's go.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would
and
take a couple
not
years
just football. We got to do all the sports.
Yes, absolutely, man. I would love to play conference games against not only Duke, but Michigan State. Like some of y'all in the conference. Come on, man. I would absolutely love that. But hey, let's address this because you see Johnny Scott saying it, Johnny Dean. Everybody, there's a lot of rumors about, is he on his way back to the NFL? Is he going back to the NFL?
No.
Talk to me because he's built a powerhouse in Michigan. Why would I leave after that?
The extension is done. They've just got to put pen to paper.
Yeah.
From everything I've seen, all the financials, all the details, everything of the contract are done. They've just been waiting to see what kind of punishment comes out before they actually put the pen to paper. So Harbaugh is going to be coaching at Michigan next year.
Harbaugh
the Patriots.
Just stop, guys. All right.
Johnny's just doing it to try and get under my skin. That's all it is. Scott, I don't know. Scott might be legit, but
hey, we just thank you guys for being up this early to watch us.
Yeah,
all right?
Honestly, yeah.
Yo, but I did want to ask this to you because I brought this up to you like yesterday or not too long ago. We know that Ohio State had hired the special investigators and they got them coming in, and that was kind of some funny business. Is there anything? Is there going to be any repercussions to them and their kind of thing?
In my opinion, and this isn't the Michigan fan in me, this is just the human in me. If Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti wants to keep any credibility realistically whatsoever, now that focus should shift to the other schools, because now it's not been confirmed that the PI was from or any connection to Ohio State. Michigan supposedly had evidence of it. But there was the communication before last year's Big Ten championship game between Ohio State, Rutgers, and Purdue, where they made a list combined between the three of all of Michigan's signals, which at that point is using coaches from other schools to advance scout, which realistically is it's not the exact same as what Michigan did, because Michigan supposedly Stallions was recording stuff, but that is still a form of advanced scouting. And Michigan supposedly had evidence that they sent to the Big Ten in their response this week of, I believe it was 8 to 10 other Big Ten schools and evidence of advanced scouting that they were doing. So I feel that, and that's the main reason I said this all is far from over, because if Petitti has any wants to keep any credibility to his job, he'll probably start looking into these other schools here and seeing what's going on there. So I think this is going to blow wide open.
Yeah, there's a lot more stuff. Like, look, with you shine a light in one little area and you see one cockroach, you bring that thing bigger and everybody starts scurrying. So there's a lot of stuff going. And let's be very clear. Sign stealing is not illegal. Teams do that all the time. But it's the depths that you went to do it, and the coach and the extra stuff. Ridiculousness. Craziness. Yeah. Hopefully this will put a bow on it and we can finally be done. Oh my goodness. Can a movie be made at the...
I mean, depending how big this gets, you could argue yes.
Yo, if y'all win, I mean, I would love to see that season recap. All the things that were going on. They came into this season high, but then it slapped down, but they came back again.
That would be awesome. And I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. I want nothing more than for Michigan to beat Penn State, Maryland, and Ohio State, go into that Big Ten title game, destroy Iowa, Minnesota, whoever it is that wins that Big Ten West, and then when it's time to do the whole trophy presentation, walk off the field.
Yep.
Because there's the arrogance that have him hand us the trophy, but then it's like, why give him the presentation and everything? Just go.
Exactly. And Johnny, per your request,
I love that. That's awesome.
If you notice, it said teams with the toughest times making the playoffs. I mean, hey, the way the NCAA and the Big Ten is trying to do you guys, that's the toughest road to the playoffs.
Well, and I mean, you look at this 3-game stretch, based on the records and strength of schedule, I think it's either first or second hardest 3-game stretch remaining. So it's all in front of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Scott, hi, Nicole. Oh, hi. Okay, guys. Glad you guys are getting acquainted in the comments.